All right, so just got done watching Google's I/O keynote where they talked about the advancements in their products and, of course, talked a lot about AI. But the thing I was looking for information about, and I know many people are curious, is about the evolution of its search engine. The big announcement was that Google was going to be introducing these AI overviews into Google search. So when you search right now, you tend to get a list of ads and then links to websites and little boxes where pretty much every click you make goes off to a website. Well, now with AI overviews, what Google's going to do is basically summarize an answer to whatever question that you have searched. It's going to look similar to like a ChatGPT type response. So many people in the content creator world and in the marketing world are curious about how this is going to impact traffic. The overall thing is that we just really don't know yet. We don't know how user behavior will change. Are they going to see the overview and just not click to websites again? In my personal experience, that hasn't been the case. I like the overviews for the most part, but they don't always answer the question that I'm exactly looking for. They tend to just guide me in the right direction and give me a little bit more context, and then I can do a deeper search or click on other websites. I think that's the way most people will use these overviews. I think, however, if the type of content that you create is super generic and fact-based, if it's like calculations or if you're like a calculator type website or an equation type website, then I could see your traffic getting dinged quite a bit more than most websites. People should be able to ask those questions and an AI overview can answer them completely without really needing more information. They don't need to go to a website anymore. However, for most websites, I don't see people just reading the overview, scanning it, and then never visiting the site again. We'll have to see. We don't really know. I'll be looking for more information about that. But I think people will continue to visit websites, and whatever traffic that is potentially lost for sites is probably going to be minor, and I bet will be replaced by other types of content that will come out that we can be creating. It leads me to another point, which is I don't think Google really wants to do too much to stop people from clicking on links or from visiting websites. And the main reason is that Google makes money from people visiting websites. So Google sells ads on websites. People can sell ads. When people click those ads, Google gets a share of the money. Google also sells ads on its search results. So you can pay to have your website shown for certain terms in Google search. And those keywords and those searches are very expensive. Google makes a ton of money from all this advertising revenue that it does. So if people just read the overview and don't click on links anymore, then Google, could potentially stand to lose a lot of money. So I don't think Google's going to do anything to jeopardize that revenue source. But that being said, I know that content creators are kind of in a funky space right now. A lot of them are wondering and they're frustrated about the future of content creation. So they feel like ChatGPT and these scan tools basically just take their content and regurgitate it without giving them credit. What is really going to be the future for content creators? What's the future for SEO and content marketing? I think there's a couple ways that this could go. One is that it's important to understand these LLMs, these tools like an AI overview or ChatGPT, they rely heavily on content. They literally need content to survive. Yes, they're AI driven. They have some level of intelligence but they still crawl content. They still crawl videos and text in order to get their information that they then summarize and spit back out to people. So without content creation, they don't survive. They will not work. On the other hand, there is a gap that's occurring. The technology has advanced so quickly. And so right now what we have is these tools summarizing things without giving much credit for where they got their information. And in return, they don't really have a way to monetize it. So they haven't given creators, any type of platform yet. Google's probably, again, not going to go too far down this road. They'll try to send traffic to websites, I'm sure, and to YouTube and stuff. But other platforms, like ChatGPT, I think there's going to be a way that they find out how to monetize this. Something's going to happen. I still think there's plenty of opportunity. In fact, I think you could argue there's more opportunity than ever for content creators. The gap between the innovation and monetization is just there right now. If it were me, I would continue to create content. I would just simply, base it off what my audience is wanting and get their information as much as I could from additional sources. Not give up on Google, not give up on creating content, but just understand that the gap that's there right now isn't going to be there forever. But I think that at the end, these tools will need more content. They're going to need more people to create. And that's a great thing. Don't give up on content creation. Continue to do it if that's your thing. And look, who knows what's going to happen with the traffic, but it's going to go somewhere, right? And at some point in the very near future, we'll all figure out how to monetize this and get back in the game. It's just a little bit funky right now, but I don't think it's anything to really panic about.